Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of FTL Multiverse with the Stormwalker. We are going to be continuing our journey through the galaxy, and I remember in the last episode we traversed through a rebel sector and the Republican frontier with some leeches. We upgraded our weapon system, got one more human, and I also, again, remember which sector we were going to go to. We said we'd go to the Gathering Gardenworlds, you know, for their orchids. So, let's go! Alright, proceed to the Orchid Gardenworlds. The Gardenworlds are the center of Orchid space, and are home to RT Lockets, the Grand Orchid Gardens, and where the orchids, ships, and weapons are grown. Exit hyperspeed. You have discovered the Orchid Gardenworlds, the homeworlds of the shy but usually friendly race of plants. Though they're highly protective of this sector and the massive plants from which they grow their signature kernel weapons from, they're not likely to be unfriendly to a Federation ship such as yourself. See? That's good. An Orchid Praetor hails you. Federation ship, we would like to welcome you to our sector. We regret to tell you that our space is not as safe as we would like it to be, but if you need our help, we will assist you. As much as we are able, of course. Good thing these plants are so friendly. Yes sir, that's flower power for you. Let's request support and request supplies. I wish we could, but we can't spare any. We hope you understand. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Well, it's fine. We got plenty of scrap, so let's actually upgrade our engines, and we'll just upgrade our engines, that's all. And now let's go to the civilian store. Alright, there's only one other ship at this beacon, showing minor damage. They explained that they had a run-in with pirates and are now selling off their equipment to fund repairs. Alright, let's see what they're selling. Alright. Ooh, a burst laser too! Alright. Oh, and there's cloaking? Oh, okay. This is where things get interesting. I think now it's time we make the switch to start using more laser weapons. Okay, well, we always do this. And we always do this. Okay, so we have that. And let's see. Oh, we could realistically just go with this. So I think I'm gonna sell Ion Flak and the Medical Bomb. I'm sorry, Medical Bomb. You helped us a lot, but I'm sorry, I don't need you anymore. And we'll just save up until we can get the Burst Laser online. And we'll go with a Weapon Value Point and Power. There we go. Perfect. And now let's press on to here and then see what Sylvan the Merchant has to say. Alrighty. An Orchid vessel laying a defensive minefield at this beacon hails you. Though they say no words, it's clear they don't approve of your presence here. However, they don't seem to want to fight so long as you leave. Attack! We could steal their mine launcher tech. You've taken the risky choice of fighting the ship. Hopefully you can protect yourself from their salvo long enough. And a notoriety increase for the gathering, which sucks. And they have mind control, which also sucks. Okay, here comes some mines. Cloak! Good dodges. Now, attack! Alright, we'll hit all these rooms. Yeah, all this. Take that! There you go. Uh-oh, more mines are coming. Okay, we only took 1 damage. It's fine. It's fine. They're dead. Boom. While scrapping the wreckage of the trapper ship, you find a functional mine launcher weapon drifting in the midst of the wreckage. We got a vine launcher. What does that do? So, a modified mine launcher that reloads faster than normal kernels, but has a slower projectile. Okay, so it's just your standard mine launcher. Okay, with ammo replication chance. I don't know if I really want that. Let's see what Sylvan the Merchant has to say. Stranger, we reunite at last. Got some new stocks since the last time we saw each other. Okay, let's sell some resources, sell some drone parts, sell 15 drone parts for 75 scrap. Hell yeah. Alright, and he's selling me some utility items. We'll sell our vine launcher, because I don't really want that. And let's get the burst laser online. Hell yeah. There we go, look at that. We have a full weapon system now. And we'll also refresh the Mantis and Crystal. Alright, our crew's refreshed. Let's go to this beacon. We gotta be at the exit in 9, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like around, up and around, if you know what I mean. Alright, an unarmed floral caretaker vessel is trying to flee from a syndicate mercenary vessel that's chasing them. You have no idea what the reason would be, but should you do something to save them? Yes, help the Orchid ship. You fire a warning shot, and the pirate ship changes direction to face you. Ah, shit! Renegade scum? Of course it'd be you who decides to interfere with syndicate contracts. Fine, have it your way. We'll kill you first. Alright. Not if I have anything to say about it. Attack! Alright. Lock down the rooms, send in the Mantis. Uh-oh, they're sending a boarding drone. Oh, that's annoying. Cloak this. Good. Let's hit their weapons. Destroy it completely. Nice. Send in more crew. Good. Okay, our crew is getting a bit low here when we're trying to fight this boarding drone. We're gonna have to take out their drone control somehow. Get rid of it. Yes. Good work. Oh, they killed my crystal, which sucks. But we killed their crew, and that's what matters. The mercenaries have been neutralized. You hasten to contact the orchids. Contact the orchids. The vessel seems to have received some heavy damage, and unfortunately their crew did not survive the fight. Although you'll never know why the mercenaries were tracking them now, you suppose they won't be needing their scrap any longer. Yeah, that's right. Double reward. Let's go. Now it's time to refresh the crew that need to be refreshed. Unfortunately, we have to start refreshing crew now that we don't have the heal bomb anymore. Alright, crew has been refreshed. Next beacon. This beacon. Right over here. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. You wait in apprehension, but the tunnel only continues to get bigger. From out of the tunnel comes a massive cruiser vessel, of lost sun design. The ship seems to be armored with a thick layer of ice, and it wields an impressive arsenal of frost weapons. Continue. The Lost Sun captain grunts. Wasn't expecting to see a Federation vessel so far out. Well, considering the whole found moons gig didn't work out, guess I'll have to resort to plan B and be a bounty hunter. Unlucky for you, the bounty on your ship is quite high. Oh yeah? Does it look like I give a damn, sir? Now, let's take care of these crew members. Okay, our crew is unfortunately taking a beating here, which sucks. We're gonna cloak all this. Good dodges. Nice. Alright, vent out this rock, man. Oh no. They activated their fire ability, the rocks. And now, fires might spontaneously spawn in my room. Take out those weapons, and their mind control plus teleporter. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, yep, my teleporter's on fire now, but we vented out their ship. I mean, we vented out the room, so it's okay. Maybe now we could take care of all their systems, and we could board with the crew and try and crew kill them. I think that sounds like a good idea. Oh, but they got their mind control back. That sucks. Destroy it. Send in the crew. Pheromone up. Alright, we killed their crystal. Alright, send in more crew. There we go. Come on, kill them. Kill these frosty bastards. And they're dead. The mighty vessel has been vanquished. Within the now cleared cruiser, plenty of scrap and supplies remain for the taking. You're also surprised to find a special weapon amongst the wreckage. You've never seen a weapon like this before, so you assume it's a custom model made by the renegades themselves. We got a frost charger laser. I wonder what that does. So it's a frost charger, which can charge multiple times, giving it additional projectiles. As a frost weapon, it locks down rooms and does extra damage and stuns to enemy crew. Wow, that's pretty good. So it shoots 4 times with a radius of 55. Unfortunately, it has a radius. It takes 2 power, which is good. A charge time of 3 seconds. Base hull damage of 1. Total system damage of 1. 30 crew damage and 100% stun chance plus lockdown room chance. That's pretty good, and I think we're going to incorporate that into our arsenal. So we might actually swap out the burst laser for this. Let's go here. A tiny orchid civilian vessel awaits you at this beacon. They sign to you. A renegade? I never thought I'd really be face to face with one of you. Oh wait, here, have this as a gift. Thank you for your service to the Federation, Captain. Accept their offer. Thanks for the free stuff. Now we have a distress beacon. Let's go here. I wonder what this is. This area of the gathering seems to normally be a low traffic region. Despite this, an orchid distress call is coming from this area. Continue. A badly damaged cruiser of orchid design is sending out a distress call. A coalition predator follows close behind, firing upon it. Offer assistance to the orchids. You're greeted by a visibly withered orchid. Both of his heritages are identifiable, having notable traits from both the florals and the vampweeds. Despite the state of his ship, he hasn't lost his veneer of professionalism. Salutations! My name is Tyrell. He gestures to the attacking ship. Any assistance you could offer would be greatly appreciated. However, the moment you contact the orchids, you attract the attention of the Coalition Predator. Demand that the Coalition ship stop firing. As you hail the Coalition Predator, you're greeted by the sight of a Mantis Bishop. You have stuck your ugly nose where it doesn't belong, Renegade. The Hive has unfinished business with this meddlesome bureaucrat. This will be your one chance to escape death at our hands. But wait, why do you hate Tyrell? Pah! Renegades and their insipid curiosity. The Bishop hesitates, but then unloads into a furious rant. The Hive was winning. When those simpering flowers joined the Federation, we thought it had no chance to affect our outcome of the war. That worthless shrub convinced the Confederacy to abandon us. We could win 100 fights on the ground, and never make up for the losses the Federation would inflict in a single space battle. Without their weapons, their shipyards, the Hive could never maintain a fleet to continue our conquest. The Bishop pounds the console viciously. He finishes with a cold remark. His infestation must be burned from the galaxy to send a message to all who would refuse an alliance with the Hive. But why wait until now? The Bishop aims a sharp appendage at you. Had it not been for my queen, I would have killed him long ago, but she was convinced that they would turn against us even more if we attacked their diplomats. The Bishop spreads its appendages wide, but the Coalition has shown her a new path, and now there is nothing holding us back. The Coalition ship turns to face yours. It looks like a conflict is now inevitable. You ask too many questions. You cannot be allowed to live. Oh, well, you don't know who I am, sir. Prepare to meet death at our hands. Okay, they are sending some crew in here, which sucks. Okay, they have a pretty beefed up shield system, but their weapons are pretty lackluster. So we're gonna target everything we have at their shields and medbay. Yes, take that. And we're gonna send in a human on their ship. Okay, here we go. Okay, weapons disabled. I think one of our slugs just died. Oops. Okay, pheromone up here with our mantis. Good. All right, send in a slug. Why not? Good, good. Take out their mind control. Get out of here. All right, we're handling their crew nicely. All right, send in this crew over here and finish them. Die, you Coalition scum. The Coalition Predator is vanquished. The ambassadorial cruiser approaches your ship as you scrap the Predator's remains. The elderly plant appears on your view screen. He looks completely unruffled despite the recent attempt on his life. Your arrival is timely. My compliments to your punctuality. My ship isn't in the best condition, but I would be more than happy to let you take it back to the Federation. What's next for you? Retirement, eventually. It never feels like the right time. What with the galaxy constantly trying to rip itself to pieces. He straightens his back stem, groaning. I could help you out for a short time on the off chance you need an ambassador, or just an experienced set of hands. Okay, welcome on board, Tyrell. So what does he do? He's the Orchid Ambassador, an elderly orchid born from a vampweed mother and a floral father, who serves as ambassador between the two races. So, he refills oxygen, takes 75% more damage from fire, but has slightly reduced suffocation damage. Friendly crew in the same room gain an additional 20% max health, repair speed, and heal speed. Oh, that's pretty good. Inherited vampweed stats, enemy crew in the same room lose 15% of their max health and move 25% slower. And he can spread his floral and vampweed effects to all rooms on the current ship. Yes, sir, that's going to be very good for our boarding. I will report to your ship right away. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Captain. Tyrell walks onto your ship carrying stacks of books and documents. Alright, now let's return our crew and refresh those that need to be refreshed. Alright, our crew is back. We are gonna send Tyrell into the enemy ship if we have to, which will be very useful, because he's gonna be very good for boarding. We're gonna upgrade our power here, and we're gonna go to this distress beacon now. A damaged orchid ship panics when you jump in. So, you pirates have returned to destroy us? We will not go peacefully like last time. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. We're not pirates or anything, but sure, more scrap. Okay, they set some crew here, unfortunately. Alright, cloak their kernel weapons. Good. And we killed off all of their crew. We're gonna take out their weapons and mind control. Good. Send in the crew. Yes, sir. With Tyrell on our side, nothing can stop us. Like I said, flower power, man. Alright, send in some more crew. Good. Well, they actually ended up killing him, but it's fine because we have Clone Bay. And their ship is dead. For a species of fragile plants, the orchids are remarkably adequate at fighting. Still, they stood no chance against your crew. Very good. Alright, now it's time for, I guess, maybe, how many jumps? 4 before the exit, so we'll go to the store, and then 2, 3, and then 4. A mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate their black market trade without detection. Worth a look? Approach the corpse. Your approach is met by a curious mantis ship with distinct spikes of power in their weapons system. Federation come to shut down? Refusal. We wish to shop here. Lying! I am knowing of it! For you, this earns disembowelment. I wasn't lying, but okay. I guess it means death for you. They sent some mantis on our ship. Okay, let's take out their weapons and their medbay. We'll hit this. Yep, good. Get out of here. And send in some crew. Alright, just finish them. Just finish them. Very good. Send in more crew. There we go. Get out of here. Despite the Mantis being fearsome warriors, they were no match for your ship. Yeah, get out of here, Mantis scum. Now let's refresh Tyrell and this Mantis. Alright, they have been refreshed. Let's actually install an internal upgrade. Let's go to the clone bay and install the backup DNA bank. Alright, there we go. So now if our clone bay is broken, our crew won't die forever. Now let's hit all of these beacons before the exit. A small fleet of lost sun ships orbits a small, uninhabited planet. You intercept communication between two of the ships, and hear them mention something about an execution approach. You pilot closer to the planet's surface. In the center of a large tent is a massive bonfire with an orchid praetor tied up. A large, brutish rockman stands, waving his hands and speaking loudly to a cheering crowd of fellow lost suns. The gathering has made it clear where they stand on the side of liberty. They claim to be allies of the Federation and purveyors of peace, yet they continue to forge good-mannered relations with the elders in the face of their own tyranny. Today we make an example of how the Lost Suns treat such indignation. Floral crew, demand the prisoners are freed. Haha! The pitiful plant creature wishes to fight for its kin. You work aboard a Federation mercenary vessel, yet you defend the actions of the people who've done everything but defend your virtues. Get out of here at once! You don't have time to free the Praetor or protest, because a Lost Sun vessel is dispatched to chase you away. Well, that sucks. Maybe we can kill them off if we do this. Pheromone up, let's hit their weapons, and drone control. It actually did hit us here and caused a breach. Send in some more crew. Alright, let's actually take out their medbay. Good, and it's on fire. Okay, so we got a huge fight in here. I want that medbay destroyed. Alright, pheromone up once more. Come on, die already, please. These guys are relentless. Oh, okay, they killed my Mantis, but our Mantis killed one of their crew. Oh, they killed our Orchid. Oh, man. Send in the slugs. Attack. Alright, let's see if we can hit all this. Bam. Okay, get out of here. Alright, now let's prevent them from fixing the medbay. They killed my crystal. Send in the Mantis again. Like so. We'll switch them out like this. Very good. Alright, and they should be dead here right about now. Perfect. After the crew expires, you can't find the Praetor anymore. They must have killed the hostage when things went south. Oh, whoops. That sucks. Oh well, at least we got scrap. Now let's refresh the crew that need to be refreshed. Alright, the crew has been refreshed. And let's go to this distress beacon, and then the exit. A distress signal is coming from the surface of the planet near the beacon. A wildfire is spreading towards a small orchid colony, which lacks the resources to extinguish it or evacuate in time. Crystal crew, block wildfire spreading to buy some time. Your crew member erects a giant crystalline walls in mere seconds, and within minutes, a defense barrier is in place to restrict the fire. The flames are slowed down and all of the colony manages to escape to safety. One of the orchids is so impressed by your performance that they asked to join your crew. Nice, nice. Welcome on board, Kapalka. You can go stand in the sensors, please. And now for the exit. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Explore. Your ship is flooded with advertisements. Your ship is flooded with advertisement transmissions from a nearby merchant as soon as you arrive at the beacon. You arbitrarily pick one to examine in detail. Okay, 3 missiles for 2 drone parts. Well, we're not using missiles, and I guess we could use some drone parts for upgrades at the final fight. So, yeah, we'll do it. Now, we can either go to the Geniocracy Core Worlds or the Harmony Core Worlds. And I think the Harmony Core Worlds is much safer. So let's go. Okay, continue. Proceed to the Engi Harmony. The Harmony is not to be confused with the Harmony, led by the Harmony. Records also show the remains of some massive superstructures, and a warrant out for a band of smugglers. Be on the lookout for anything out of the ordinary. Exit hyperspeed. You have entered the Engi Harmony sector, the original homeworlds of the Engi race. Luckily, Engi are known for their peaceful nature, but just make sure they don't catch you doing anything illegal. The Engi guard almost immediately notices you. This sector is under quarantine. Protection from rebellion and Mantis forces critical. Identity, Federation. Identification proof required to permit entry. ID will no longer suffice. Additional verification, proof of peaceful ways, or truce with Engi. Tyrell. Show them Tyrell's diplomatic credentials. Ambassador aboard ship. Federation policy guarantees safety of Federation ambassadors. Verification granted. Ship will be allowed to pass. Alright, perfect. Pays to have someone like that on your team. Now, let's definitely, I guess upgrade. Let's get our cloaking, let's just get our force shield up. There we go. And we'll go to this location of a harmony link. Alright. It appears you've discovered a harmony link. These massive planet-sized structures are made up of trillions of nanobots and transmit a strong signal to all of the Engi in the sector. Orbiting around the link is the wreckage of several massive structures, or are they ships? It's the ancient guys again. Composed of gigantic cubical segments, the vessels are larger than any you've ever seen, but they've been completely decimated. A strangely designed but non-cubical automation rests silently by the wreckage. You aren't sure if moving closer will awaken it. Well, let's attempt to salvage without alerting the ship. Oh, 3 damage to the hull. You attempt to scrap the furthest regions of the wreckage, but not long after, you see the autoship approaching, awakened by your presence. It gets a shot off, damaging your hull, and you quickly pull the crew back into the ship with what you've gathered so far. It seems like the ship isn't using all of its systems. Let's hope it stays that way. Alright, let's make one last repair. There we go. Net gain of 32 scrap, by the way, from that. Okay, so they have a Harbinger plus an Eradicator, which is pretty scary. As long as we cloak the Eradicator, though, we should be fine. Alright, good hits. Cloak the Eradicator. Good. Good dodges. Alright, hit all these rooms. Bam! Uh-oh. Suddenly, the ship sends a transmission, whose language is indiscernible. Your translator struggles, turning out nonsense like Turkey Alpha on the blue yesterday. The transmission stops, and immediately after your systems go haywire. The ship has activated some kind of bizarre combat augment. To make matters worse, it appears the ship's remaining systems have come online. Oh really? Because I'm pretty sure we decimated them. Save for their Harbinger laser, which looks like it's about to fire. So we gotta destroy that quickly. Come on, die, please! Yes, we got him. The foreign auto ship has been eliminated. You find a large helping of scrap in the wreckage. Without the auto ship to disturb you, you scout out the remaining wreckage. It appears most of the hull material is unrecognized by your database, and it's too strong to be easily stripped for scrap. Whoever made these ships must have been highly advanced or from a completely different galaxy. Inside one of the larger cruisers, you're surprised to find what appears to be a robot of some sorts, entirely cubical in craft, just like the ships. The room around it has been partially dissolved, and strange-looking Lanius corpses are scattered around. You bring back the robot to the ship out of curiosity, but without any obvious ways to activate it, it'll have to remain in the back corners of the storage bay for now. Along with it, you find some strange cords that you mark on your map. Okay, that's over here, but I want to explore the sector. This is the quest for the Harmony Link, and I don't necessarily want to do that. I want to see what the sector has, so forget about that. Okay. An Engi ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in armed to the teeth, immediately broadcasts its surrender. Subject goal, wealth, Engi motivation, survival, transfer of goods acceptable? Wait, explain that we're friendly. The Engi seem relieved and eager to get underway. They set off without saying goodbye. Oh, well, you could have at least given something. Now let's go down here. From the beacon, you could spot several large masses. Among them are 2 gigantic fields of debris, with an indistinct mass between them. One debris field is very high in metallic content, and the other, much larger debris field, seems to have very little salvageable content. Well, let's explore the pile of metallic debris. Ooh. While the field at large is very metal-rich, you quickly learn that the field is almost entirely composed of compressed, destroyed ships. It's clear that this is some kind of junkyard. You find a derelict ship on the surface that is ripe for the looting, and fortunately, it has not been crushed like many of the other ships in the pile. Okay, we got some scrap and an old heavy laser Mark 1, which is pretty bad because, well, an old heavy laser has a radius compared to a normal one. Now what's this? The Engi defenders are usually non-confrontational, but as their name suggests, their key purpose is to defend the Harmony. One way or another, they have decided your ship poses a threat and move in to neutralize you. Well, that sucks, and I hate fighting Engis because they're so annoying and they repair quickly. But maybe, with our crew, we can take care of them. Yeah, look at this. We're destroying their crew very quickly. Alright, let's destroy their drone control. Alright, drones destroyed. Send in more crew. Ow, they hit us here. That sucks. Alright, let's pheromone up here, and we're gonna kill the last Engi on board. Come on, die! He has some sort of shield deployed. Okay, but we got him. With the death of the Engi defenders, there are now fewer ships to protect the Harmony from true threats. But you can't run away from every fight. You salvage what remains of the ship. It seems the cargo of the elite Engi ship survived the fight. Inside is a functional drone which you bring back on board. We got a maintenance drone. Okay, cool. We could sell that if we find a store. Alright, now it's time for this distress beacon. You arrive at a smoldering Engi research station. Its distress call unanswered. Attacked by pirates or mantis most likely. There may be someone left alive or else something of value left on board. Upgraded sensors. Run another scan. Scans reveal the station's reactor is overloading. Not only that, but an injured Engi and a functioning drone schematic are still on board. There's not time for both. Save the Engi! Your away team heads straight for the Engi and returns with time to spare. You put some distance on the station before it blows, and the Engi is so impressed by your crew that they volunteer to join you. Welcome on board. Let's replace our human with the Engi. There we go, because Engis are better equipped to handle ship problems than humans are, due to their fast repair speed. Now, let's go here and then to the outpost. You find a poorly equipped set of Mantis ships. Surprisingly, one of them hails you. Your Federation ship? Maybe yes, maybe no, we not care. We have a proposition for you. Listen to the offer. As can see, arsenal on ships less than good. High-grade Engi military facility is nearby. We cannot raid it like this. Your ship better armed. Break in, steal slaves, bring to us, we pay you. Let's agree to break in. The leader of the Mantis ships, a suzerain vessel, transmits the coordinates of the facility and shows you how to communicate with them when the job is done. Perfect. That's all the way over here. But let's go here and then the outpost, I guess. Alright. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. Continue. A rebel multiverse ship approaches. You son of a buzzard! Do you know how many realities we had to suffer through until we found you? This is like the 9th version of myself to pilot the 16th version of this ship. So quit running and just die. No can do, mister. I could ask the same of you, though. Alright, sending the crew. They sent a boarding drone into my teleporter. Let's take care of those weapons. And their hacking. Oh, we instantly destroyed it. Send in more crew. Perfect. Come on, beat them up. Alright, this guy's trying to put out the fire instead of handling the threat in the engine room. That's fine. Let's try and take out their boarding drone. Oh, never mind. He's here. He's dead. Another rebel turned to dust. Whether it's the signature orange of mainstay rebels, or the blue of these specialized invaders, a dead rebel is the only good rebel, with a couple exceptions, of course. You'd fancy a rebel who gave you free scrap. That'd be a good rebel for sure. Yes, sir, it would. Well, technically every rebel gives us free scrap, you know, from us killing them. Let's go to this outpost, though. Alright. A joint Harmony and Ministry outpost has been constructed nearby. While most of the Engi ignore you, a Zoltan officer hails you. Greetings. In the eyes of the Federation, we are all equals, and so I see it only honorable we extend you a warm welcome. Do you need any assistance? Yes please, I don't necessarily want this drone. I want to get some fuel. Thank you. Now, how many jumps before the exit? 4, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, no, we'll 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the only way to be efficient. Okay. You find a Mantis ship carrying a small squad of Engi. They make it to the node and jump off, leaving you toe-to-toe with their pursuer. Well, we got a fight on our hands then. I really wish we had, like, mind control. We're going to go into the boss fight without mind control, which absolutely sucks. Okay, but we killed off most of their well, at least one of their Mantis. Cloak this missile. Good dodge. Alright, let's take out their teleporter and weapons. Okay, good. Did I say teleporter? I meant medbay. And now board their ship. Oh, they killed my orchid. That sucks. Alright, I killed one of their Mantis. Oh wait, there's a Mantis in here. Let's handle that threat. Alright, our crew has respawned. Let's send them back. To the enemy ship. Die. Yeah, get out of here, Mantis scum. Alright, we got them. Despite the Mantis being fearsome warriors, they were no match for your ship. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Man, I really, really want to find a store. I just don't know where I could find one though. Let's go to this quest where a mantis has asked us to raid a station to gain Engi captives. Let's make sure all of our crew is refreshed for that job though. We want everyone to be at full health for this. Alright, everyone that needed to be refreshed has been refreshed. Now for the quest. Alright. The Engi facility appears to be a medium-sized Engi station. If you're going to capture slaves, you'll need to weaken their defenses enough that they surrender. Well, let's use our teleporter to try and board and take an Engi. Your crew's attempts at boarding the ship go in vain. The Engi security system is too good and detects your crew almost immediately. You beam them back and prepare to fight. And we got a notoriety increase for the Harmony. That sucks. Alright, sending crew into their oxygen, I suppose. We'll cloak this. Alright, now let's target those weapons of theirs. Yeah, get out of here. Send in more crew. Oh yeah, they don't stand a chance, but they do have Clone Bay, which is annoying. Alright, let's take out that Clone Bay then. Yes, Clone Bay destroyed. In a mission to capture a living Engi crew, you decided it was a good idea to murder them all. With no way to get a live Engi now, you delete the Mantis contact and scrap the station. Well, couldn't we just use a Clone Bay? Okay. They have a Clone Bay, we have a Clone Bay, why couldn't we just respawn a cloned Engi? Okay, whatever. In that case, how many more beacons can we get to? None, it doesn't look like any of these are restored. And we gotta be to the exit beacon in 2, so we'll go 1 and then 2. Alrighty. The Engi take the security of their sectors very seriously, so there's no question to the purpose of the trapper vessel here. Attack! We could steal their mine launcher tech! You've taken the risky choice of fighting an Engi ship. Hopefully you can protect yourself from their salvo long enough. Alright, and another notoriety increase for Harmony. One last repair. Send in the crew and go! Alright, here comes some mines. Cloak! Good misses. Alright, and now let's finish off the last crew. Got him! The trapper has been emptied of crew. While scrapping it, you find a mine launcher in its storage. Nice, we got an Anubis mine launcher, which is a stun mine launcher. And now, let's make our way to the exit. Alright, you've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Okay, explore. As soon as you arrive, you receive a Federation encrypted message. A rebel ship has been terrorizing the local civilians in the system. Please seek and destroy it. Upgraded sensors. Perform a scan of the area. You quickly find the rebel ship's location and move to intercept. Good. And they mind control our crew, of course. Let's board. Alright, let's cloak all this. Good. Good. Perfect. Take out those weapons, plus mind control. Nice, we even killed one of their crew. Alright, hit their doors. Good. You overhear the rebel captain giving orders to his crew. Damn this! Redirect as much power as necessary to the engines. We have to get out of here. Alright. Let's follow the crew into this room. Perfect. And they should be dead. Nope, never mind. He heals. And now he's dead. For every rebel you kill, you like to think of all of the Federation officers and civilians you have indirectly saved. Another full crew of rebels dead, another crew of innocents you've saved. Yes, sir. Saving the day, that's what we do best. Well, for money, of course. Now, let's refresh our crew. Okay, crew refreshed. Let's press on to... Oh, we could either go to the Central Shipyards or the Kleptocracy Capital. Well, I think that because the Kleptocracy Capital has a lot of slugs, and slugs are known for their trickery, plus they have very well-armed ships, I'm pretty sure the Central Shipyards will be a much better option. But you'll just have to wait until the next episode of FTL Multiverse with the Stormwalker for that to happen, where we will be going to the automated Central Shipyards. So stay tuned, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you out there. See ya!